When did this become this? How did this become this? And why did this become this? These are such large leaps from one another. But how is it that these things have become so far out of touch with what they originally were? Do you ever have a game you've been playing for years and years and years and see it turn into like a shell of its former self? I'm pretty sure a lot of you are familiar with this concept. Even just watching a form of media, not even playing a game. It happens in lots of forms of media too, and I'm here to break it down. This is Clam, and welcome to the freaking channel. So, I feel to fully understand what I'm talking about and fully understand where I'm going with this, I feel it's best that I explain something called exponential growth. Now, I'm gonna get all mathy on you. I'm gonna get all data-y on you. So in order to understand where I'm coming from, I feel it's important to understand this concept of exponential growth. Typically, it's used when crunching numbers, looking at growth in data, but in this, I'm gonna be looking at 3 forms of media that I think this is happening in. So it could be argued whether or not this is exponential growth, cubic growth, linear growth. For this purpose, I'm gonna explain exponential growth because this is how I feel things are happening in a lot of forms of media nowadays. For example, let's say I have $2 on Monday. The next day, I gain $2 more. The next day, I gain $2 more. And the next day, I gain $2 more. So on and so forth. That is a very linear way of growing my money. I get the same amount of dollars each day time goes by. That is very linear. It's the same each day, and that's how it grows. Let's say I have $2, just like before. I gain $2 more the next day, but the next day I gain $4 more. The next day I gain $8 more. Then the next day $16. The next day $32. That's exponential growth. It's going up instead of +2, going up ×2 every day. That's kind of the difference between linear and exponential growth. So I want to let you guys know I'm using the exponential growth to explain how this works. The rate at which something goes up grows at a higher rate than the day before. Now, it doesn't have to be days. Obviously, it can be any form of time. Seconds, minutes, days, weeks, months, years. Now, it's the beginning of the video, right? And I'm spitting math at you. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm unsubbing. Yeah? Do it, pussy! Wait. That was a joke. That was a joke. I love all of my subs. But you're right. What does this have to do with your favorite form of media that you've been into over the years? Well, I'll at least tell you what it's done with my favorite form of media over the years because it's my video. Have you guys ever heard of a little niche franchise called the Avengers? Yeah, I just heard about it. But basically, look, you're young, right? You're a kid. It's 2008. You're 10 years old. I'm 10 years old. And you see the shit, and it's like, this is fucking awesome. This is the coolest, the best fucking movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Then this shit is like, wait, whoa. Who the fuck is this? Wait, what? Nick Fury? Who is this guy? What is Avengers Initiative? What is this? It sparks your curiosity. And then you had shit where it's like, whoa. I seen that guy. He was in the last movie. And then Thor was like, whoa, big fucking Rubik's Cube. And then you see this man walking up again. And then you're like, who's this guy? He's important. This is like the 5th time I've seen this dude in one of these end credit scenes. And it's like, boom. We get one of the most fun pieces of cinema to ever be created. And it's like, all right, like, how could you ever get better than this? Like, this is the shit right here. All these people put together, this is the shit. And then you're like, wait a second. Hold on. This ain't Nick Fury no more. This purple guy? Like, dude, how could it get better than this? Then it's like, boom. More questions answered. Then even more raised about our tight-knit cast of characters. And then boom, another Avengers movie with more questions like, what, Infinity Stones? What is happening? Then it's like, all right, no more Nick Fury. Like, we got the purple guy again. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, do it him. Oh, he's gonna do it himself. What is he talking about? And then it's like, what? It's gotta be important. Then more people introduced. Then more stuff happened. Then you're like, oh boy, what is this gonna all build up to? And then at this point, we all know stones. You know, we're aware of what it all is. And it's like, okay. Then we're like, holy shit, the purple guy movie? Like, this is huge. Then we get Infinity War, and then we're like, holy crap, so many people like are in this movie. How are they gonna top this? Oh, they just killed everybody. And then it's like, oh shit, now we need this closure because they're all fucking dead. What's gonna happen? And then boom, Endgame. This right there, that right there was the culmination of everything we had seen for the past decade, and it ended pretty freaking huge. And that right there, that was the moment my hype level for the Marvel Universe tipped over and just stopped. It had gotten so large and like so massive, growing at such an exponential rate that it had this massive release with Endgame, and they're still keeping it going. And it's just so, it's so much now. It's so hard to be attached to something for so long and keep the same interest in it for so long. They've done so much, and to be frank, it's just so hard to keep up with. The Disney show plus movies, Disney plus movies, whatever, and the movies and all these people they've introduced in the timeline, just some people I just frankly don't care about because it's not as tight-knit as it used to be. And like, a lot of the questions are just answered now. There's not a lot of stuff you're wondering about. The cat's kind of out of the bag in regards to what the secrets are. We know what the Infinity Stones are. We know what Thanos is. You know, all this stuff about the Tesseract and like all the stuff that we had questions like, what's the Avengers? Obviously, everyone fucking knows the Avengers now. And, you know, a lot of stuff is just not as surprising and as exciting as it used to be. You know, there's so many stories now about each person in the Marvel Universe, and that's really nice and that's really good. But it comes at a cost, where it's just so hard to follow like all these different branching stories that happen from each major event in the timeline, and it's just kind of, it's not as magical as it used to be. And at that point, after Endgame, I feel as though the series went from exponential growth to exponential growth exhaustion, because I just feel like they're just doing so much now. And it's good for them that there's so many different stories like Black Panther and a lot of like more inclusive stories, different races, different sexual orientations. It's good that they're getting the limelight that they deserve. And I really appreciate that. But I just feel as though it's not the same that it used to be, you know? And I feel like this is something that a handful of other forms of media are going through right now. Two more franchises that are really close to my heart are having this issue happen to them, I think, right now. And it's just really sad, to be honest. You know, I love the Marvel Universe, and I'm watching it still to this day. Like, I'm not just going to stop watching. I'm watching a lot of the stuff. I'm not totally uninterested in it, but it's just not the same. Two more franchises I feel like this is happening with, and the reason I made this video, are Five Nights at Freddy's and Call of Duty Zombies.
Imagine you, as a 14-year-old kid, get on your computer and fire up good old Five Nights at Freddy's, and you're greeted with this. You're introduced to a fan, two doors, lights, a camera system that you look through to make sure you're not being watched. You notice a stage of animatronics where you're obviously concerned about them, all the while you're being told by this guy on the phone what to do and where you are. Just this random guy.
You have so many questions. Why are these characters after me? Why am I working this job? Who is possessing these animatronics to kill me? Who is Golden Freddy? Why did the phone guy just die? Why is there a suit in the back? Then the next game, it's just like, okay, I guess we're just being introduced to a totally new cast. Then you start seeing the old animatronics, and it's like, wait, why is he here? I've seen him before. Why do I have this mask? Who's the puppet? Then you're like, oh wait, this took place before the first one. I'm so confused. What the fuck is that black guy? You're so confused but interested. And then in FNaF 3, you're like, okay, what the fuck is happening? But still interested because, oh yeah, the mini games. And then it's like, wait, okay, who killed all of these kids? Are each of the kids one of the animatronics? Wait, who's this other purple guy? Another purple man we need to find the answers about. Who the fuck is this bunny? Bite of 87. So many questions. unanswered questions. Then FNaF 4 happened, and I think, to be honest, this was the one for me that was kind of the peak for everything, that everything kind of culminated to. This was like the final game, at least it was supposed to be the final game of the original series, it was what it was. Then the Bite of 87, we didn't know what that was and find answers about it, but it was a Bite of 83, I think. It was the original ending to the original story. Don't get me wrong, I was excited for Sister Location, but after that, I just kind of had enough for a while. Of course, I just went back to I went back to play Pizzeria Simulator and Custom Night, but at that point, it wasn't as many questions anymore. Like, the cat was kind of out of the bag in Pizzeria Simulator at the very end, you know? We had strayed away from having only 4 or 5 animatronics to keep up with to having so many different characters with different purposes for the story that I just couldn't realistically keep up with. I love the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Like, it is the reason for a lot of things that I enjoy in my life, but I just couldn't keep up with it over time. And, eventually I'm going back to Security Breach, and I enjoyed playing Security Breach, and I love what it offered, but it was just so different. It just wasn't FNaF. It wasn't what FNaF used to be, and if this is a new FNaF, then I mean, hey, sure, whatever, but it's just noticeably different. Like we're just like moving around on our own. We're not stuck in a fucking chair the whole time. They're not as scary as they used to be because we have more control. And I'm gonna get into at some point this year what makes a good horror game a horror game, because I have a few answers to that question. But basically, it just kind of strayed far away from what FNaF originated as. It kind of lost its identity. It grew so exponentially over the years, and I feel like the exhaustion hit around, FNaF 4, maybe FNaF Sister Location, but, I'm sure it did for a lot of other people too, and it hit hard because I love FNaF, but it's just so hard to keep up with. Now, look, will I be playing the new games or the DLC? Of fucking course I will, but it's just not the same as it used to be. Of course I'm gonna fucking play that shit. Are you kidding me? But it's just, it's not, you can't say it's the same. I spoke about another franchise that I feel has a similar effect on me, and this is Call of Duty Zombies. You're 13 playing World of War Zombies on Noct, and you're like, what the freak is this? Not fuck. Freak, what the freak is this? It's a mystery box, and why do weapons come out of it? Where do they come from? Why is there an alien laser gun in this box? Why are there undead coming after me, and why am I stuck in this one spot in the middle of this freaking airfield? And later on, you get these perks and little bits of story info from quotes that are around the map, ciphers on the map, and radios you listen to that you notice. And you just see a bunch of writings on the wall, like "Power's up here" or "Power will reunite you." And you see these perks, and then like, okay, where did all this come from? And then it's like, who is this demonic voice talking to me? Where do these dogs come from? Hell, where are these zombies coming from? Like, where are they from? And you learn that the German Nazis were experimenting on dead people to bring them back to life, to help them win the war. And you learn about Richthofen, and you learn about Dr. Maxis, and then they're doing a bunch of different experiments like teleportation. They're working on teleportation, and you realize Dr. Maxis has a daughter named Samantha who has a dog that was pregnant, and they teleported the dog by accident, Richthofen did, and then the dog died. But that's why you see all these dogs, because they're all the children of Samantha's dog Fluffy. And then you're in fucking Black Ops, and then you're wondering, what the fuck are these, like, Nova Crawlers? Like, what, Pentagon Thief? Nova Crawlers? What fucked up experiments? You learn Richthofen has some plan, then you get to the moon, and the fucking moon, it's like, how can you get better than going to the moon? How can you get any bigger than that? Fucking, you blow up the Earth. You just blow up the Earth. Like, how? What? That's crazy. Like, how do you get bigger than that? And then you're in fucking Black Ops 2, and then you're hearing, like, the announcer, and it's like, whoa, it's not that demon anymore. And then it's like, whoa, I've heard that guy. That's Richthofen, because Richthofen got control over the zombies because Samantha had control. Even still, I'm fucking confused about the fucking storyline, but I know basic stuff. You're like, what the fuck is Richthofen doing in my ear? And then you hear one of the guys that you're playing as can hear Richthofen, and it's like, what is he doing? Why can he hear him? How can he hear him? You learn that he fucking eats zombies. Like, what? And then you're you learn that all the stuff that happens, and then it kind of takes a sidestep to Alcatraz, and then it's like, oh, this map's cool. What the fuck? Brutus, Afterlife, Blundergat? What is all this stuff? How do you go to the Golden Gate Bridge on a plane from the top of the prison? Like, what? And then, like, after that, you get to Origins, best map ever created, by the way, and you're like, whoa, wait, who's that? They look familiar. And then it's like lists the names: Richtofen, Dempsey, Nikolai, Takeo, and it's like, whoa, we know them, but they look a lot younger. Why are they younger? Is this in the past? Did they go to the past? And it's like, wait a minute. And then you see fucking giant robots. What? Like that's crazy. And then you're fucking Black Ops 3, which Black Ops 3, my opinion, was that culmination of everything. And then you're just sitting there like, wait. What? Tentacle monsters? This is zombies now? That's what I was asking myself when shit came out. This is zombies now? But then you see fucking Ricky Toffin at the end of the map, and it's like, whoa, I've seen him before. Black Ops 2, whoa. Then it's like, wait, you see this too? And it's like, why did Rick Toffin kill himself? Wait, but I've been here before. I've been in this place before. And then Rick Toffin has the summoning key, and then he's like, wait, what is he gonna do with it? Then he takes everyone to Der Eisendrache, where you see all these different types of stuff, and you see the Panzer, and it's like, whoa, I've seen you before. And then you get these bows. Last time you had the staves, and it's like, wait, what the fuck? I'm making bows now with different elements. And it's like, you go to the Easter egg, and then you see Dempsey, and then you're like, wait, so that's the other version of Dempsey. Like, we played as him before. And then you see, you like kill him, you blow up the moon. You do the opposite of the end of Black Ops 4. You blow up the moon to blow up the Griffin station that was on the moon. And then it's like you eventually learn that Richtofen's trying to break the cycle of, like, you know, all the like zombies that you go through, and you learn that you have to kill all the original versions of the characters in order to sacrifice their souls, and then there's children involved, and it's like, what is happening right now? And then you go to this other experimentation island in Japan, where they're doing experiments with spiders. There's a fucking giant spider you kill, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? And you kill Takeo, and then you go to the next map, and it's like, okay, there's dragons now. They fly now. And it's like, what the fuck? And it was so awesome because you get like a pet dragon that you can use, and you can hatch a dragon and just have him as a pet and use him to breathe fire on the zombies. And you learn about Dr. Monty, and he explains what the Apothegons are, and the war, and the perks, and the gobblegums, and you get the Revelations, which is like the culmination of everything, all the past 10 years or so, like almost 10 years, that has led up to this. And it's like all the maps that you played on are in this map, all strung together, and it's so awesome. Like, this was truly, I would say, the peak of the zombies community and Call of Duty Zombies. This was the coolest it was, and eventually they introduced Zombie Chronicles, and it's like made Black Ops 3 like the definitive zombie experience, because it has the most maps out of any Call of Duty game in zombies wise, and it was just something super special that happened. And then shit hit the fan when Black Ops 4 came out. That's where the exhaustion of the exponential growth, that's where it hit. Right at Black Ops 4, because just the way the game was made, a lot of people didn't like it. We had gotten so far along, it's just, you know, so hard to keep up with this new cast of characters, the Chaos characters. I don't know shit about them. I played 9 a bit, I like the map a bit, but it's just, I don't care. And then you get like Dead of the Night, and then you get Blood of the Dead, which Blood of the Dead had a great story. That's like, oh, we've been to Mob of the Dead. Oh yeah, we know all about this stuff. But it's just, I couldn't be fucked to care about the Chaos characters. I just don't. In Cold War, you know, it's a new story, but it's still hard to keep up with. And in Vanguard, oh yeah, oof. My point is, after all that big spiel about the whole story, my point is that the storyline went from being such a mysterious, humble story about German scientists doing experiments during the war, to literal aliens coming from space, and Cthulhu tentacle monsters, and Roman Colosseum map, and tigers, and other shit. It wasn't COD Zombies the way it originally was. It strayed so far away from where it used to be that it's just not the same as what it used to be. Now, don't get me wrong. Black Ops 3, that was the culmination of everything. Black Ops 3 is fucking goated. Do not get me fucked up. Do not get me fucked up. I love Black Ops 3. But it's just clear to see that it's just not what it used to be. And I love OG Zombies. But you can really tell after Black Ops 3 came out, the exhaustion definitely hit. It's just so hard to keep up with for me, to be honest. And am I going to play the new Zombies mode in the next Call of Duty? Most definitely, as long as it doesn't come out like Vanguard. But overall, my interest has waned over the years. You know, is it because I'm older? Maybe. But I just think it's hard to ignore these coincidences when putting all three of these forms of media side by side and comparing them in regards to when they started versus where they are now. Now, I appreciate you guys sticking to the video as far as you guys have. This is a part of the video where I want to offer some sort of remedy and some sort of way to come up with how to fix exhaustion. And I feel like this is kind of the hard part of the video for me because I kind of don't really have an answer. I don't know what would fix this sort of thing, but I have some ideas. I think when it comes with something like the Avengers, it isn't the worst offender with all three of them because I can really see myself getting back into it. You know, I'm kind of keeping up with it. I really enjoyed Spider-Man, really enjoyed Doctor Strange, and I'm still into the universe that it's in. I'm still definitely into it. However, I feel like COD Zombies and FNaF, I just think they need to stop. I feel like these franchises just get overdone because they make so much money. So why not, right? Guys, just stop rehashing old stuff. Stop doing remasters and remakes of shit. Just stop. It gets old and it cheapens the legacy of it. Obviously, if they announced some sort of fucking remake of FNAF 1, I'd be fucking all over that shit. Of course. But continuing this story with essentially no end just kind of cheapens the whole story entirely. It's exhausted. No more remade maps in COD Zombies. Next time I see fucking Shino Numa, I'm gonna freaking lose it. Just come up with new ideas, for the love of Christ. It is so... It's so easy to say, but Clam Rally, I bet you'd play a whole remaster of Black Ops 2. Yes, I fucking would. You are damn fucking right I would. I would eat that shit up. But whenever these sorts of remasters come around, I feel like a lot of times it's not out of love. It's always for money. And they would definitely find a way to sully the legacy that Black Ops 2 had. Because I feel like a lot of people were feeling that way when Modern Warfare Remastered came out. They sullied the legacy of the original game by putting in all these microtransactions, new weapons and shit to just change the experience of the game. I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun playing it just because I never played it myself when I was younger, and I appreciate that can happen. Now, don't get me wrong, dude. Like, I want to make it perfectly clear. I don't think remakes and remasters are a bad thing. It potentially gives a whole new generation of people a chance to have the same experience that I had or that you had as a kid, and I'd love that for people, especially in the gaming world. But my point is that there is a point where it gets cheap and strung out for so long when you keep remaking stuff, keep rebooting stuff, keep just, you know, harkening back. It's good when you do it in moderation every once in a while so it can be appreciated, but you just milk it for so long for money because you know people love it. It just cheapens it so much. You just see it so much. And it's just like, when writing a story, I feel like it's good to always end it. It's good to always kind of just have closure to a story because it's just going to get exhausted over time. But if companies feel like they have to fucking keep rehashing old shit, at least tell a new story. Tell a whole new story in that universe. Don't have it be the same characters over and over and over again. Tell a brand new story. Putting more stuff in that's just brand new. And I know it's so hard these days to come up with your own ideas because a lot of ideas have already been done. So it's easy to just reuse the idea. But just tell new stories. I can appreciate a company putting in new stories of a universe that already exists, which is kind of what I like that Marvel's doing. Like I said, I think they're the least worst offender in the three of these, but I just think just gotta make some more ideas, people. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This has been a topic on my head for a little bit. It's just kind of spontaneous, but I appreciate you guys for watching so much. I'm thinking about getting the stream back up, but I'm not sure because I don't know. I've been in a real comfortable place with YouTube, and I feel like a lot of my content is really the stuff I want to be making, and I'm really looking forward to putting this video out when it does come out. I appreciate you guys for sticking this long and watching the whole video. The Black Ops Zombies Workout Challenge is coming. It's in the works. I let you know that right now. Might not be for a little bit, but it's coming out. I guarantee that. I'm so excited to make that, but I really appreciate you guys so much for sticking around to the very end. If you have any comments about what I talked about, or anything you want to discuss, I could probably make a Q&A if there's any questions at all in the comments section. But I would love to hear your feedback on what I've been talking about this whole video, just on any form of media. You know, I'd love to talk about that with any of you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to be it for the video. And thank you guys so much. Your boy Clambo is out of here. See ya.